I'm going to be giving you messages for December 2025. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Come on in. Yeah, don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Cancers who may have crossed over, the higher galactic beings that may be overseeing this act of divination after all, and the ascended masters. Please come in and give us messages for people's best and highest good in a way that we can all understand, please and thank you. Okay. Yes, I have burn marks on the bottom. It happened a long time ago, but I love the cards, so I keep them. Resilience, rise above your tribulations, Cancer. Yeah, rising above things, right? Maybe not sweating the small stuff is being represented there for someone. Then I have memories, cherish your memories with people and things, right? You might be going down through the memory lane thing because of the holidays, right? Or what, but either way, this could be memories of whatever situation we're talking about here. All right, hold on a minute. Show me, take that one. Going with the flow and letting things happen. Right on. Go with the flow. Go with the waves. And I needed two. Cool. Unicorn, invite serendipity. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Yeah, there's another burn mark there. This happened a while ago. Thankfully, my house didn't burn down, but an old friend. Yeah, whatever. Old friend. Ironically. No, seriously, looking for signs from the universe, being open to receive guidance, all of that. You're open. Like I feel like you're at a good place where you're open to receive. Okay, we'll start with that. Peacock and raising your standards. Somebody may need to if it isn't you, right? This is generally for the North Noders, but people that are still learning, you know, it could be you as well. Bee's knees. Somebody's the bee's knees. Something is the bee's knees, maybe, right? Over the resilience, rising above, right? Not taking things so seriously or not dealing with the pettiness, possibly. Something's the bee's knees. Show me what I need to see. All righty, what do we got here for my Cancers, my fellow water sign? Kids or adolescents. This could be adolescent behaviors. Maybe it's not kids. Maybe it's adults acting like kids. I don't know yet. But the memories of it all. Cherishing the goodness of it. I see you're doing a lot of, you know, being optimistic in your memories and maybe not necessarily concentrating on the more difficult. You know, you're rising above these tribulations now and trying to move on from them or something. Stalker, going with the flow. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching somebody. So be aware of that. Be vigilant, you know, of your surroundings when you're in parking lots and shopping and wherever you might be. That's kind of a creepy vibe, so I'm not sure who that's for, but somebody's watching. If you feel like somebody's watching, they are. You don't get these intuition things from nowhere, right? Somebody's watching you, or are you watching someone? Teacher. Yeah, looking for signs from the universe. Somebody's teaching or being open. Yeah, I like it. Teaching the unknown, teaching the spirituality or something. Maybe you're the teacher. Show me what I need to see. I need one more, please, and we can get into my tarot. Okay, I guess that's the one. Real estate, it's all about raising your standards and something about real estate, property, business, possibly. However that's going to be for you. Real estate could be your home, right? We're going to find out. I'm going to use my Antique Anatomy tarot deck this week. Show me what I need to see. Wow. This one was first. However, Six of Coins reversed. Six of Cups. Justice reversed. The Magician reversed. Hanged Man reversed. The Emperor reversed. Jeez, I'm crow. There's only one that's upright out of all of them so far. Three of Coins reversed. The Fool, dead center in the reading. Oops, okay. Five of Swords, Ace of Cups, or Ace of Elixirs in this case. Five of Elixirs. Five of Coins reversed. All right, so anywho, I'm feeling like the memories, right? We got memories card here, and then we got the memories card here. There's already a synchronicity. Ding, 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 of all the kids, or maybe we're talking about adolescent behaviors, right? Not really receiving a whole lot out of this. Maybe you're missing someone, or somebody isn't putting into something. If it's not you, it's them, or they haven't really put any effort into anything or something, but somebody's the bee's knees. Okay. Justice reverse is a very unjustified situation, right? It's reversed. It's not justified, right? So the stalker, going with the flow, oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm getting something. Anywho, I'm going to move on until it comes back to me. Magician down is black magic. I don't care how you look at it. Teacher, somebody's teaching black magic around the home or something with these kids. Yeah, not cool. Whatever that is. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework column, right? Moving over here, we have the Ace of Cups. There is a new beginning to look forward to, however. I like it for you, Cancer. Something about the real estate, the time is now. Something's happening for you, okay? But I don't like what this magician has crafted or is crafting. Either way, they're not really crafting or taking charge of their light, or I'm not sure how that's going to be either. I'm getting a lot out of this reading that's very mixed. Emperor reversed. Loss of authority, possibly. Abuse of authority, possibly. Somebody may have lost a job out there. Not sure how that's going to be for you. There's a lot of Cancer scenarios. But yeah, they didn't put in the work. They haven't put any reciprocation in, or whatever this is talking about. And somebody's being really resilient through this and trying to just keep on keeping on, right? Three of Pentacles down. They're not working with you or something. There's like something that's not. See, this says go with the flow. And oops, sorry, that's my cat, if you can hear that in the background. But this is a very go with the flow, but here's a very blocked energy. This could be bad counsel as well, and the memories of it all with the kids. Something about that. Here's the Fool is taking a risk, taking a chance. It's not justified. Somebody's watching someone here. This is an innocence, though, right? Obviously, this is not. Somebody's watching somebody. Okay. Five of Swords is, with the Magician down, is not a very good energy together. This very well could be mental health issues. It could be bullying or control issues, like the emperor down, like power control, but to the excess, like it's like ridiculousness or something. It's causing, you know, friction and whatever. I don't like it. And they're crafting it as we speak, or that's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. You're trying to be a teacher, however, maybe, and listening for signs and help from, you know, your ancestors or spirit team. Hi, everybody. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you think he's watching, he's watching. Let me tell you. I'm just getting to my comments now, but okay, so there is a new beginning here, however, I like it a lot with the real estate, you know, raising your standards, right? So you may not have to deal with the best, but making the best out of it or something like that, you know? This is the disappointments of it all, being resilient through the hardships, right? Things that were disappointing and I feel like it's a very empty look on this card. It says cyanide, morphine, Fitzpatrick, and then these two are kind of covered. But yeah, with all of those toxic kind of um, drugs there, yeah. And then this is a toxicity card. Yeah, you've been dealing with it. The Emperor reversed has definitely been taking advantage of their authority or whatever that is. Yeah, there could be regret here. Five of Pentacles down. It could be guilt. Kids or adolescents. Hold on a minute. Four of Cups. Look, we got morphine again. And now we have arsenic, heroin, and cyanide on this card. Huh. Deep thought about all of everything that's going on, all the toxicity, all the BS, all the shit from, you know, with the memories of all of it. I feel like this, it's very toxic, this Magician down. Isn't good. Dealing with it hard, yeah. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework is dealing with the hardships, and I feel like the hardships are prevalent right now for some of you with the Five of Swords and the Magician reversed, right? This is when the hardships and the ancestral curses and, you know, whatever it is, it's over. This is the burdens. This is the suppression, right? You might be holding it in, not speaking about it. That's not healthy. We need to get these things out somehow, some way to someone, right? A teacher, maybe a therapist, maybe a doctor even, or spiritual teacher. I don't know. Teachers come in a lot of different forms, right? One more and we can move on. I'm feeling heavy vibes here. The Tower. Yeah, with the Two of Swords down. The Tower. I think you see things clearly, or you're going to be coming into some clarity. Some of these realizations, you know, pretty shocking, pretty big. You know, taking it in is, you know, however, it is about a new beginning that's going to make you really happy. So that's cool. That's going to make you really happy. Two of Swords down. I feel like choices made. Some of these choices have already been done or whatever that is. Knight of Blades. Yeah, this Emperor reversed is very aggressive, mean-spirited. There's some sort of cunningness, or there's a darkness around this Magician down, Emperor down vibe. This person's got, you're coming into the realizations of how dark it is, possibly, or how dark they are. Somebody's watching you, right? They're watching. It's like they want to control things. They want to watch everything. They want, you know, For some of you, it's like ridiculousness. Sorry to say. It could be a health issue, you know. 3 of Cups. With the 6 of Pentacles down. Something's the bee's knees, or was. Somebody they haven't really been putting in the energy or something towards a union and being resilient through it all and rising above it, right? Sorry, card down. Hold on. Yeah, dealing with it. Dealing with the emotional. Is somebody playing on your heartstrings? Playing on your emotional heartstrings, like manipulation, gaslighting, scapegoating. Something about that through the past. These are memories that go back, kids or adolescents. Maybe it's this person's inner child that needs to be healed, right? There's a whole lot of healing that's going on in this world right now. Maybe a few others need to partake. You think? Show me what I need to see. 8 of Swords down. Justice down. Knight of Wands down. Yeah, I think you see clearly of all of the injustice and things that are not balanced. I don't feel like somebody, you know, maybe it's the accountability and the responsibility of taking accountability, right? Of things, but whatever that is, it's unfair. They're not putting it in, you know. There is a group of 3 here that's happy-go-lucky. Something's the bee's knees with this gathering here, these 3 people or what, but dealing with it on this end, you know, you're seeing clearly what's going on. You don't like what's going on at all. You know, Knight of Wands down, Magician down, this black magic. Somebody's not crafting their life the way they should be, or in a positive light, at least. I'm not sure. 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, Justice reversed again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. What do you get out of that? All those sticks in the air, I feel like fighting and chaos, confusions, immaturity for sure. Could be competition. Just the thing of it all. Somebody's fighting with their neighbors right now. I just heard with real estate. They could be fighting over real estate or something, but that, whatever that is, whatever, I feel like the time is now. Things are starting to happen, or they will be in the next couple weeks. Something. Maybe there's like maybe you're trying to buy a piece of property and there's another offer as well as yours. So that could be as well. We don't know how it's going to turn out because y'all have different scenarios. Either way, this emperor, this person who has lost authority or abusing their authority, look, they need to flip and heal. You're trying to heal out of it, right? They need to give it a rest. Yeah. Group of 3. You might be going towards the group of 3 or a group of, I don't know what that means to you. But injustice, again, things are not balanced. It's bad teamwork, bad counsel. They're not putting in the flipping work. You know, I think you've had it. But they're watching you. The Star, I love it. Dead center in the reading. Woohoo! My favorite card. Yes. Innocence. Taking a chance. Manifesting. Wishing upon a star. Healing. You know exactly what to do. And I feel like some of you even know that you're being watched. right? But this is inspirational too, I feel. The star. Somebody may be inspiring you, or you may be inspiring them by moving forward. You know, if this is a stuck energy like it feels, you know, then who wants to be around it? Why would we want to be around it? Kind of thing. I don't know how it's going to play out, right? So it's up to you guys. 4 wands down. Somebody teaching somebody a lesson here. I wonder. The world, yeah, it's about closure. A new beginning and moving forward, yeah. This could be possible divorce, separations, bad news about the cunningness and the mean-spiritedness of it all, right? It's coming to a close, right? The fighting's, it's coming to a close. It may not always be exactly what we anticipated, but making the best of what we've got, kind of thing. Here's the truth, the whole truth. Double-edged sword. Might have been kind of a sacrificial energy, or you might have to sacrifice something, or feel like you have to sacrifice something in order to move on. Yeah. Sad. But you're resilient, Cancer. You got it, right? You're resilient. Be that spiritual warrior. You know, just do what you gotta do. Deal with this. Maybe heal from it yourself. It's not just saying they need to heal and how badly, but you may need to heal from this as well in your own ways. You know it's not going anywhere, right? You know it's not. You don't see any harvest coming in. Those ships turned around and are going backwards, like they're lost, or I don't know. It's like they're not coming to shore, right? Things are not balanced out, and it's about balancing things and dealing with things. 3 more, please. Yeah, I just see a lot of you looking up to the sky, you know, and kind of waiting on your manifestations and, you know, really just trying to do the best you can, you know. Ace of Pentacles down. 6 of Cups down, Ace of Pentacles down. A lot of cards reversed in this reading. 4s are foundations. This could be about the foundation of home. So yeah, could be marriage or family here we're talking about. The bad memories and the traumas of it all. This stalker, you may not care for this stalker. Or maybe it's just the fact that you don't care for them watching you. I don't know. But if it is someone you don't care for, I don't know. It can go both ways, but it's putting people in deep thought, like trying to figure out all the toxicity, all the things that are going on, you know, the mental confusion of it all. I think you're finally seeing clearly. It's not you, it's them or something. The Hope, Fear, Challenge, and homework, somebody needs to, you know, take this opportunity, you know, because they're dealing with it hard, but they're missing an opportunity here at the same time, or they're turning it down. Yeah, if they don't, I feel like if somebody doesn't heal or do whatever they need to do to make things right, hence 2 Justice cards reversed, these 2, and they're touching. That's what it's about, doing what's right, being cool, maybe level-headed even, you know? And then I have the Ace of Wands. Don't really have the drive for this. You know, the Tower's coming. If it isn't here already, it's right here. Don't really have a drive. You don't want this, but it's clear. Great. I feel like a lot of you Cancers have been through the war. Kind of like we all have, right? We're all going through the war in our own ways. You're seeing clearly, though. Six of Pentacles could be gifts given or received, right? The energies or synergies, on the other hand. We are coming into Yule and Christmas. So there's that. But I do feel like it's one's a giver, one's a taker kind of thing, maybe. That's possible. All right, I'm going to give you a couple of these. I'm not going to go through the whole family thing with these cards, but I'll take a couple. I picked them up. The Empress. Yes. Could be a mom, right? There's a lot of moms in this world. This one's very creative, glowing, very abundant. I like it. This person attracts, doesn't chase, right? The Empress doesn't chase. They don't need to. And they don't do it in like an arrogant way. It's just that they don't have to be, right? They're just gracious. And two more. Three of Cups down, yeah. Oh. Feel like the party's over, unfortunately. Ace of Wands again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. It's too bad. We don't really want this beginning, but it's here, you know. Seven of Wands down. Somebody has no defense or a weak defense, possibly. Or they feel like they just don't want to fight anymore, maybe. Something like that. All right, change it up again. Oh. Threads. Weave your threads through your dreams. Your thoughts shape your reality. Keep your thoughts clean, and your mental health, and you know, work on what you need to do, and make your manifestations. Look, this is like it very well could be a wish come true in a certain sense out of this, you know. But you got to make those manifestations happen, Captain. Believe. You got to believe it. You know, a lot of people don't believe. Give me a couple more of these, please. Okay. Six of Diamonds, Three of Clubs, and Three of Diamonds. Yeah, this isn't good news. It could be shocking for some, you know, but you're moving ahead. You're moving forward. I really like you're trying to fulfill your highest, you know, you're trying to make your dreams happen here. I get it. There is some money here. It could be either gifts or given or received somehow. I also feel like there is teamwork, like you do have friends out there or something like that. I don't know how that's going to resonate with you. We're going to use my kitchen witch. We're going to see what you're cooking up in your kitchens for the holidays and Yule and all of that. Whatever you celebrate. Hanukkah, whatever. Show me. Oh, and that fell. Bay leaves and abundance. Isn't that cool? I love it. All right, check it out. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies should you need to. Right? Let me see if I can get that up there so you can see it. You've been going without unnecessarily for too long. Your cries for prosperity have been heard, so please don't give up on all that you've worked for. All you need to do is accept that an abundance of prosperity is your birthright and work a little magic. My properties will assist you against misfortune, and a dried leaf with your dreams or desires written on it will bring your wishes into fruition if you burn them. Pop one of my leaves in your purse or your wallet, and soon your inner storeroom will be overflowing with riches. This card marks a time of opulence. Count the blessings and serendipitous moments that you do receive, for they are signs of a new and lucrative phase. Soon you will forget the miserable days of late. Well, that's good news out of this bad news. I like that a lot. I don't know if I have ever seen this card in this deck before. I certainly don't remember it. Yeah. So write your dreams or your desires on a bay leaf and burn it. Burn that bay leaf. And let it go up into the ethers. Yeah, but you got a stalker here. Somebody's watching you. Some of you need to watch that, right? This is what it looks like. This is Welsh waters looking down on the water stream. All right. How you love yourself is the first lesson that you teach others on how to love you. The waters reflect your nature and pure truth, your true reflections, right? Them and you. Gather and carry pine for protection and peace. It's a piece of pine. You can snapshot it if you want. These are your messages, Cancer. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And just be a good human. Thank you so much to all the newer subscribers and watchers and viewers and commenters. And, I love you all, man, because if it wasn't for you guys out there, I certainly wouldn't waste my time. I'll tell you that right now. So I do appreciate it. I'll be back soon with your messages. Ciao.